Hello, fellow comic book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Vin Crew here with my, it's a contest submission for Herhunter, this contest, and 1,000 sub, I think it might be, but anyways, I mean, geez, I don't know you, Clint, as well as I know quite a few of the other people in the community, but I do learn so much from your videos. I think your collection is one. I mean, there's certain people that when they put up videos, I got to put them to the top of my queue and watch them right away. And you are definitely one of them, Clint. I learned so much from you. The few emails that we've swapped back and forth, I've learned quite a bit of stuff from you. And just a valuable asset to the community for sure. Your knowledge is way up there. It's unbelievable. And you've had a busy few months buying a house and a new addition with Daisy and whatnot. So thank you for finding time to put this contest on. And what you wanted to know was to show you some of our rare type of books and whatnot. So yeah, error and expensive and those types of books. So, and I'm going to be completely honest, I am so intimidated to do this video because of the people and the caliber of books I know we're going to be seeing. I'm just, compared to what I have, you guys are just going to, like I said, I'm just rather embarrassed and intimidated, but I'm just going to do this anyway. So the first batch of books I thought I would do would be some error books. I do have a few error books, nothing major. I don't have Elseworlds books or the Elseworlds 80 page. I don't have the Superman with the beer can, those books, but the error books here, that's where something happened either in the printing or a word got out, and those are going to be more recall books, and I'll touch on that in a second. But here's one. This is Sandman number 9. Sandman. This is where the error in this book is that pages 17 and 18 are out of order on that book. Another error that I have is this is X-Men 272. The cover is of 272, but the inside of this is of 270. So you need to be paying attention to that. So this one is, and I know Rich Cosmo just, or Rick just, Dick, I'm not sure, Cosmo, Bosco 7, showed some of his double covers, but this is, I have owned a few of them, and this is probably my most expensive or best one. This is Shazam number 1 from 1973, and you can see the double cover, and yes, there are people that do collect double covers out there, so, and they do hold some value. All right. Now, these next couple, and I do have more of them, I just can't pull them out. These are recall books, and for some reason, for example, the Elseworlds 80 page I mentioned, that one was recalled because of the microwave, the baby in the microwave and the cow teat thing. And that's probably the most famous recall, or the hardest one. The most famous is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, probably number 5 with the Marvel douche. Wish I had those, but I don't. And I do have a couple that I couldn't find or pull out. They're just buried. There's Batman and Robin number 10 with the cussing, and Wolverine 131 with the racial with the slur in it. So here's Marvel Knights number 3 Elektra. Now you can tell because there's the lighter color, and this is the darker color. I should have pulled out the other one with the lighter color. But this one has the nude scene in it, and so they recalled that. This is Marvel Preview number 11. And what this made this book, this is the first one. And it has this printing right down here. But then they didn't have the rights to do that, so they pulled it and they made this copy. Oh, you know, and another one I have that I didn't show or pull out is DC Millennium's Mad. I do own that recall one where they had to do a correction because they didn't have the rights to something on that too. I do own that one too. So, all right. Next little batch of books here. These are first appearances that are not in real comics. They're more like preview magazines and whatnot. So, and some people pick them up. Some people stay the heck away from them, but this here is one. It's Spotlight #1. It shows, this is the first appearance of the Dark Detective and Dark Knight Returns, excuse me, and of The Watchmen. All right, this one, Caliber Presents #1, First Crow. And then this one probably causes some of the most consternation is Spawn #13 with Malibu Sun 13 with Spawn on the cover. So, all right, thought I would move on to some variants maybe. Let's see, this one's kind of cool. This is X-Men 303, and you can see that this is the Pressman variant, and these are sought after. There's 4 of them. There's X-Men 297, which is the money book, 303, 307, and X-Men 11 out of the second series. And I own 303 and 307 of the Pressman. I don't have 297. I'm looking for that one and the X-Men 11. Spawn 3D #1, the Mocha exclusive. That's limited to about 5,000 copies, I think. You know better than that on that one. Green Lantern #9. This is the 3rd series, the Jeff Johns Batman one. The Infinity #1. This is the sketch cover that was limited to 1 per store. All right. Here is X-Men Omega. This is the gold version, and I know this is really limited. Here's the regular version of that. So this one, Deadpool, the 3D motion cover that just came out. I know this one is starting to cool down, or it's about $40 still on the internet or eBay, but it used to be $50, $60, $70. So oops, leave that one there. All right. This one's for you, Clint. I know you've been showing the Onslaught books, the first appearance of Onslaught, but here is X-Men 54. Here is the variant from Marvel that was limited to 5,500 or something like that. So pretty cool. And there's the regular cover of it. So that's to you. There's Onslaught for you. All right. Couple more here. Here's a couple more Spawn ones. Should have showed that with the Monkey. Here's the McFarlane 150 sketch cover. And this one is the Spawn Euro variant to they call it the #5, but it's, what it is it reprints issues 11 and 9 and 11. So the first Angela. This is an embossed cover. It does have Angela on the cover. It's really cool. Venom, Lethal Protector #1, the gold version. There is a black and a white version that are even more rare than this. And Amazing Spider-Man 583, the Obama blue cover variant. This one's obviously lost some steam, but it was extremely hot for a while there. Still glad I got it. All right. Moving on, let's go to these books here. These are books that I think have some value, and people don't really show much of them because they're hard to find. These are called Fireside books, and they were all made between 1974 and 79, and there were, I believe, 12 of them. The first one, which came out in 74, is Origins of the Marvel Comics, done by Stan Lee, Ditko, painted covers. What these did is these were the very first retellings of Origins in a collected version. So they, back in 74, we didn't have Wikipedia and whatnot. So, and that was so successful, it spawned Son of Origins, which is the second volume. Then Bring on the Bad Guys, where they highlighted all the villains. And then the Superhero Women by Stan Lee, which got Miss Marvel. This is becoming so appropriate now, and this one should really be showing some possibilities. You got Black Widow, you got Red Sonja, you got Medusa. And then this one here is, can't remember what number it is, but this is the only Fireside book that's original material. And they also refer to this as the first Marvel graphic novel. This is the last collaboration between Kirby and Stan Lee also. And it is an original story on the Silver Surfer. So very hard books to find, expensive books and high grades. So you want to look for those, in my opinion. This is all just my opinion. Here's some stuff here. Now, as most of you know, I am not a autograph hound by any means, but these were books that I picked up in collections. This is limited to 500 copies. It's The Web of Spider-Man #1, which is signed by Louise Simonson. I think both Simonsons signed it. Nope, just Louise, sorry. Spider-Man, oh no, let's skip that one. This is Final Night. This is the complete set signed by Carl Kessel, Stuart Imoman, and Jose Martinez. And there was only 150 of these sets. Kingdom Come. This is one of the ones I'm super happy I have. This is limited to 550. It's signed by Mark Waid. It's the complete Kingdom Come Elseworld stuff. If you haven't read this thing, you got to read this. Dan Jurgens and George Perez. This is limited to 400 of the Teen Titans #1. This one I'm super happy to have. This is signed by both Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. It's limited to 250. It's Batman The Long Halloween #1. Very, very cool. Fourth World Jack Kirby, limited to 200 copies, signed by John Byrne. All right, moving on here. Okay, going to some low print run stuff. This is the Incredible Hulk 377 third print. Very, very low print run on that thing. Hard to find that. All right. Okay. Love and Rockets #1. Very low print run on that one. Batman 612, the second print variant. Now, one thing you can almost always guarantee, especially in the older series, is when you got to the last issue, it was before they cancel, it was usually extremely, extremely low print run. And this is Star Wars #107, the last issue. And this is 155 to G.I. Joe. I just bought this thing. Just bought it. I'm so happy that I got it. Last issue of G.I. Joe. These are extremely low print runs. What If Venom Possessed Deadpool? I know you just bought this, Clint from Jockus. I would love to get the 4 issues of What If that this collects. That's on my list. This one I've been told is very hard to find and has a low print run for some reason. Doom Patrol 99, the first Beast Boy. Creatures of the Id. This is by Caliber Comics. It's the first Madman. This is #1. Bone, #2, first print. I don't own a #1 first print. I don't own any #1 of that. Tick, #1, first print. This guy's, I think he's coming back in comics, I think. But anyways, very low print run on this one. Flaming Carrot, #1 by Aardvark Banheim. Peter Panzerfaust, #1. This has been purported to have a 5,500 issue print run, so that's pretty low for number 1. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, #2, first print. All right. And this one was just kind of cool. This is from 1964, I think it is. It's from Milk Duds, and it came out of the Black Cow Slowpoke boxes. It was 1 per box. It's a Batman coloring book. Thought that was kind of cool. I saw one of these on eBay sell for about $65, I think, somewhere around there. This one, oops, sorry, Clint. This one here is the Marvel Comics Super Special, the Kiss. What makes this cool and sought after is that this actually has Kiss's blood in the ink. If people want this. This book here, look this up on eBay here. This is about a $40 to $50 book. It's Santana's Everyday Magic with a Brian Boland cover. All right, so moving on now. These are some just pricey books. You know, you've seen these before. So Hulk 181, X-Men #4, X-Men #94, Amazing Spider-Man 41. I don't know why I pulled that one. 129, Iron Man 55, First Thanos, Amazing Spider-Man 50, Batman 232, first Rash, however you want to pronounce it. 227 of Batman, Green Lantern 76. And this is probably the money book of the treasuries. And it is just a hard book to find. Very, very sought after. The Batman versus Muhammad Ali treasury. And then lastly, these are probably the two out of Marvel and DC. These are probably the two priciest, highest priced modern day comics, I would say, that aren't variants. That would be Spider-Man 300. And if you can get the chromium of this one, holy cow, you're in the money. And Batman Adventures number 12. So that's it in a nutshell. So congratulations, Clint, on 1,000 subscribers. That is unbelievable. That is awesome. You deserve a lot more than that. Sorry about the poor quality of my books to show here, but hopefully somebody, this might work. So, Ben Cruz signing off.